The new game that I'm playing now is what would Cappy do? Hey guys, Coach Cappy here, and I am a marketing professional. I help local businesses throughout the United States improve their local visibility through local SEO and organic SEO, GEO, AEO. I also help with websites, dot, 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 dot. Here's the thing. Most of the local business owners that I help really don't want to run paid ads, but they feel like they need to run paid ads because they're invisible when they search for their business. So this show, what would Cappy do going forward will be how I would assess a particular local business that's completely random, and what would I do to make improvements to that business's online presence in order to get them to rank better, both as website and on their Google business profile to show up higher on maps. Now, I will make this disclaimer to start off. This episode is going to be a little bit longer because I kind of have to explain the ground rules, right? First of all, it's completely random. I don't know what industry is going to come up, what business is going to come up, what city is going to come up, or what position I'm looking at. And so I'm going to be having my app help me choose a business to look at, and then I will point out things that I see kind of at a 30,000 foot level for a Google business profile and on their website, but it doesn't mean that I'm pointing out everything. So if you're a marketing guy or gal and you're looking at this and you're saying, oh, well, he forgot this, listen, we're going to find low hanging fruit things that these business owners can use, make changes, and help them to rank better without having to go out for paid ads. Fix the organic, because ultimately paid ads are really, really important for local businesses when you're first starting out. Once you get to a particular level, though, if your organic takes over, organic can actually be your lead generation machine. It's just unfortunate that a lot of businesses feel like I'm invisible and there's nothing I can do. So what would Cappy do? That's what I'm going to show you here. Okay. So we're going to walk through these, and there's 4 different categories that will show me the kind of company that I'll look for. The first is the industry. All of these are local businesses that are competing for spots in the map pack. First industry is automotive, and within the automotive, we're going to be looking for a particular niche, and the business type we're going to be looking at is auto repair. Next, we're going to be looking for a city. Now, the cities are randomized. Any city in the top 200 cities by population in the United States. So I don't know where we're going. It could be a city of 100,000 people, or it could be a city of, Los Angeles or New York City size. So, multiple millions. So let's see where we're going to be looking for auto repair. It's going to be in Anaheim, California. And then finally, the search position. Now, let me explain this here for you because it's really important. On this, I'm looking for any random position from number 4 down to 10. Why 4 to 10? Because 4 is the first one outside of the map pack, and 10 is the end of the first page. So any one of those, if you're in position 4 or 10 for auto repair in Anaheim, you have the potential to be able to get into the map pack just by making a couple of simple changes, okay? So let's find out what position we're going to be looking at. And today we're going to be looking at spot number 6. So we have got an auto repair company near Anaheim, and we're looking for spot number 6. So let me copy this, go to Google, and say, hey, Google, who are we looking for today? So automatically it'll pop up the Google business profile. And I want to point out while I'm in here that Google really looks for 3 things. They prioritize 3 things. They prioritize your proximity. So how close are you to the person? How close is your business to the person searching? In this case, we're looking for a city name. So the one that's closest to the center of that city is going to rank, generally speaking, they're going to rank higher. They're going to be looking for relevance. So I'm looking for auto repair. I shouldn't see any barbers in my search. Why? Because Google prioritizes your primary category, that is what it's looking for. And if you're a auto repair spot and your primary category is barbershop, we have other issues that we need to talk about. So anyway, how relevant is your business to the search person? How close are you to the search person? And then ultimately, the final one is relevance, proximity, and then you ever have those moments where you just draw a blank? Proximity, relevance, and prominence. So how many times is your business being seen in the local community? So if all you have is your website or a Google Business Profile and you don't have any other local citations, Google can kind of question, well, is it a real business? Are they really doing business in this area? So prominence and how much authority does your website have? How often is your business mentioned in the community? Are you the newspaper? Are you supporting a sports team? Things like this. Those three areas: relevance, prominence, and proximity. And so we said we're going to be looking at number 6. And once again, I don't want to find somebody in the top 3 spots. They're already ranking. I want to help somebody that's down below that. So let's see top 3 spots, 6 spots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Express Auto Repair and Electric. Ding, ding, ding. You win. Now, I'm going to walk you through the first thing that I do, which is I look at their local Google Business Profile and see how they're ranking. First of all, I see that they've got 58 reviews. I just want to show you here something. The top person has 1,700. The second has 243. The third has 116. The fourth has 177. The fifth has 295. The point is, I hear this all the time from folks. Oh, you have to have more reviews, and it's the company that has the most reviews is the one that wins the top ranking. And reviews are becoming more and more important for rankings, but it's not the number as much as it is an overall ranking and how often you're getting them. I'll walk you through that. So Express Auto Electric, they have some images. First thing I like to do is just click on, I go from top to bottom, right? And so what are we looking for? This first image that pops up is a year ago. This one here is a day ago. Oh, I love that. Google loves to see businesses that post frequently. So you should be posting a new image every week if you can, 1 or 2 new images. So seeing one a day ago, that's really rare. I love that. Good job, Express Auto. Here's a video. Google loves videos too. So on this one over here, we have an image here that's a year ago. We have another video. So videos aren't showing me a date on here. Got to find images of 8 months. So on the top ones, we have, again, so it's really, really important to post videos. And what I'm looking at here is the dates of the most recent posts. And I see one image from a day ago. That's awesome. So good job on that for your own profile. Make sure at least once a week you're posting a new picture. Now here's a fun fact for you. If you have a brick and mortar, you can certainly do it at your spot, and you should at your business location. But if you are a service area business, then take a picture of your workbench. Let's say you're a plumber and you don't have a brick and mortar business, you work out of your home. Make sure that you're taking that picture that you're uploading once a week. You make sure that your location services are turned on your phone, and you're taking a picture somewhere within your service area. So if it's 2 miles away or 3 miles or 5 miles, if it's in front of the customer's house with a picture of your branded truck, that's perfect. But maybe you don't have a job for a particular day and it's Friday afternoon and you just remembered you need a picture, take a picture. Go to a place that Google would recognize, like a local park or an area attraction that Google knows because they've seen a whole bunch of pictures of this particular place. Get your vehicle in front of that and step back from your truck and just take a picture. When your location services are on, Google will understand. First of all, they'll recognize the area by the image itself, and they'll see your geotagging on it, and then they'll see your truck. And so it teaches Google, oh, this business does work in this particular area. So you're welcome. The next thing that I like to look at over here is the reviews. And I'm not just looking at reviews as a general. 4.7. Let me point this out because this is episode number 1. Having a review of 4.7 is actually better in many cases than having a perfect score of 5.0, especially when you have several dozen reviews like this company here does. Google and people get a little bit suspicious when you have a perfect 5-star review. They're thinking, yeah, something doesn't sound right. And yeah, I talk to business owners all the time. They get all freaked out because, oh, somebody gave me a 4-star review or they gave me a 3-star review. They did you a favor. Believe me, you'll actually start to rank better when you have a not a horrible score, but not a perfect score either. So a 4.7 for 58 reviews is good. Next thing I want to take a look at is actually how recent the reviews are. Now we already know that he had a recent picture, and this right here is his most recent review is 2 months ago, and it was edited 2 months ago. So it's even older than that. So here's the concern, and one of the things that I would tell you folks over at Express Auto is just like you had a recent picture, make sure you're getting recent reviews too. Anytime somebody goes over, have a little QR code on the front desk that says, hey, leave us a review, you know? And so having regular reviews, really, really important. It doesn't have to be 10,000 in a day. But if you normally get 2 or 3 reviews per week, then make sure you're getting 2 or 3 reviews per week. If you're a business that's high volume and you get 2 or 3 or 5 a day, like a busy restaurant, then it should just be consistent. Because when it's consistent, it teaches Google they care about their profile and they're actively working it, okay? So the other thing that I would want to look at is not how old they are, but also do they have review responses within 24 hours. And I have responses. I can't really tell because of the age of them if they're within 24 hours, but make sure Express Auto and everybody else that you're getting regular reviews and that you're responding to them within 24 hours. Okay, so there's the review section over there. Let's take a look at go back to the overview. I want to take a look at a couple of other things that we have over here. First of all, you do have appointments that are set up here. The page you requested is invalid. Hey, Express Auto, you're going to want to make sure that you get on in there and get that fixed. If you have booking calendar links over there, make sure it works. And in this case over here, I don't know if you change your CRM or whatever it is, get in there and get this changed. If you don't have a booking link because it's just you got to stop by, perfectly fine as well. But Q&As, he's only got one. Q&A should use your top service keyword and your location keywords. He's got one, it's better than nothing, but again, at least once a month or a couple of times a month, every 2 weeks, go in there and just leave a question. So for this one over here, hey, do you do auto repair, because that's the keyword. Do you do auto repair for vehicles older than 10 years in where are we? In Anaheim. So you have a service keyword and you have a location keyword. Go in there, post the question, and then go back into it and leave a response. A couple of months is perfectly fine. Once a month is also good, but you don't want to go very long without posting something along that line. Moving on, we're taking a look at, here we go, descriptions. Oh my goodness gracious, I love looking at descriptions. So let me just read this. After 20 years of experience, I started my business with the idea of doing things differently in the automotive industry by providing quality and honest service to our customers. And then it says an Express Auto Repair. Now, this is part of their name, so it actually works out really well. But his category is auto repair. His primary category is auto repair, which is why he showed up for auto repair. So it's a relevant business. And what you want to do in your description is you want to mention the keyword or keywords. So a primary category and any secondaries, mention those words and city locations within your descriptions, okay? You have 750 characters that you can write, so plenty enough. Don't keyword stuff, make it natural. You don't know how to make it natural? Go to ChatGPT and say, hey, I need a GBP description for my business. This is my business name. These are my categories. These are the areas that I serve. Make it sound natural, like a human. Go. And it'll give you a description that's 750 or less. Pop it on in there and you're good to go. Okay? Now, I'm not seeing any updates for this company at all. I'm not seeing any products listed over here. And so those are some opportunities. Google Business Profile, it's decent. You're on number 6. But man, if you'll get regular reviews, you'll respond to those reviews regularly. You'll add a couple of Q&As in there and do one update a week. Now, let me just do a little disclaimer over here too. There's a lot of people that will tell you, oh, it doesn't matter if you do updates. Listen, I have a lot of experience doing this and I get good results by having regular updates. If you have another marketing person that says they don't get good results, listen to them. Whoever it is that you're paying, that's the person you want to listen to because they're supposed to be a pro. But my personal experience is having good keyword, service keyword, and location keyword updates, at least 1 or 2 per week. And having a new Q&A will do a lot for your business, okay? So otherwise, I think if you make those couple of changes right there, you're already at number 6. I think that if you were to be able to make those couple of improvements, you will see a nice bump, and it might take a couple of days, it might take a couple of weeks, but if you'll do those things, you will move in maybe into the map pack, but definitely higher than number 6, okay? Next thing I want to take a look at is going to be the website. Now, it used to be people would only have a website. And the website used to be like the billboard for the business where it talked about all the services and, it had all the information that would help people learn more about the business. I don't spend a lot of time on websites any longer because most websites get it wrong, but I'll show you a couple of things that I do look at. Right now, 70% of companies that are doing local intent, in other words, I'm looking for a auto repair shop right now, 70% are going to go right into the top 3 spots in the Google Business Profile. And that's who's going to get all the business. I hate to say it, if you're not in the top 3, you're more than likely, I don't care how good your website is, you're more than likely not going to get a hit. And even if you get a hit, this is what they're going to say. Okay, so when I look at this right away, what I'm looking for is I'm a brand new visitor to your website. What I'm looking for is to validate why I just clicked on your website in the first place. I want to say, okay, this is definitely the kind of company that I want to deal with. Why? Because I saw the reviews, but he hasn't had a review in the last 3 months. Maybe there's something wrong with him. So I want to feel better about my decision to give this person a call. And right now, I am seeing, which in Southern California is really good, I'm seeing bilingual. I'm seeing some Spanish and some English over here. But this right here, your H1 tag, is usually the bold. We'll confirm that in a minute. But this should say the best express auto repair company in Anaheim. Okay, so it calls it out right away. You have a title tag on this that just says Mecanico. So it's in Spanish, and I'm looking up here at the top section over here. Looking over this is what Google sees. And so you want Google to understand the kind of business you are, where you are, and have the authority for them to choose on it. So I would definitely change the title tag on this page where it matches your title tag, your H1 tag, which is this Express Auto Repair right here, more than likely. We'll confirm it in a second. And the first paragraph on your website should all have your keyword and your service keyword and your city name. So in this case over here, it would be Auto Repair Anaheim. This should say in the before the first line, Auto Repair Anaheim or Best Auto Repair Anaheim. And just from a general rule, I can tell that this is somebody with a wrench. I don't see anything visually that says auto repair. So let's take a look. Another tool that I use is the SEO Pro extension. And this gives me, again, snapshot, what's going on with the website, how does Google see it? So in this case over here, we're good. See this right over here, just like I said, the title tag over here. I would have your title tag to say best auto repair in Anaheim, and then behind that, if you want to have Orange County and then Express Auto Repair, that's fine. But I will tell you like this, Express Auto Care, you're not going to rank for all of Orange County. It's just not the way that it works. Generally speaking, Google will show, they'll try to prioritize you within 2 miles of the person searching. So having Orange County is actually going to detract from your rankings. It doesn't help you. Your description is completely in Spanish. Not a problem. If all your clientele is only in Spanish, then this whole site should only be in Spanish. Having bilingual over here on your website and not having it in your description or title is going to hurt you, okay? Headings, H1. This right over here, again, this is what Google looks at, the title tag and then the H1 tag. It looks at it to say, what is this page about? The H1 talks about the page. Express Auto Repair. So the nice thing is it says auto repair. It doesn't tell me where. So I would definitely make some changes right in here. Another thing that I like to look at is images. All the images on a page, all of these pictures, what's up, brother? All these pictures that are on this page should have an alt tag. What an alt tag is, it just teaches Google, because Google can't read picture, it reads the alt tag to know what it is. And the more cues that you give Google, the higher it'll rank you. But what I was saying earlier about I don't spend that much time on the websites any longer, because unless your website exactly mirrors your Google business profile, it's really going to do little to boost you up in the rankings. Okay, so keep that in mind. When I'm looking here, I go in and I look at images. These alt tags, they have the links for the image itself, but it should have some sort of a description like this one here does. We're experts in hybrid car repairs. That's perfect. That's great. And that is going to be important for you. Every image on your page should have that. Okay. And then finally, I'm looking at good local business schema. I love it. Somebody helped this guy out a lot. Your business website should have schema data that is local business, where it has your hours and it also has your address. This just helps Google to rank you. It has this. This is perfect. And then are there any social links? I didn't see any social links on this either. So there should be, if you have Facebook, so on and so forth. Let's do this. Let me grab this, because this is another thing that I do. I don't just look at the Google business profiles and the websites. I do like to see if there are if there are Facebook pages. So I see that they have something on Yelp. They do have a Facebook page. And make sure that your name, address, and phone match on everything. So this right here is 714-591, 714-591, 5081, 5081. Okay, so the phone number matches, the name address, the name matches, and the address matches. So NAP is the name, address, and phone, should match everywhere online. So guys, I hope you found that helpful. There's a number of things that these folks over here, Express Auto Repair, could do to boost their visibility and to boost their rankings. Hopefully this will help you to also know what it is that you can look at to help you as well. Thanks guys, peace. Talk to you tomorrow.